Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sportschasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sportschasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another edition of the Sportschasers Podcast coming to you live and direct. It's currently 7:33 out here in the East. A little raining and flooding where I'm at, but all is good. Hope everybody's well, having a great, fantastic week. Like myself, man. Hey, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure on the podcast side you give us that 5-star review. Wait, with a camera at 5-star review. Write that comment in there. You know, it helps the algorithm. And shout out to all those that are joining us live on Instagram. There's a bunch of stuff: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, formerly known as X. I said Instagram, Twitch when Michael comes up here. And man, we trying to rock a lot. A lot to get into this week when it comes to the world of sports. But hey, before we do that, let's meet the crew. We got D-Dubs. What's up, brother? How are you tonight, sir?
What's really good? What's good? Thursday night. Hey, Sportschasers Podcast. We here doing it again.
Every Thursday. We here. Yeah. We ain't going nowhere. The DA with his USA. Is that a USA basketball shirt on? Sweatshirt?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the All-American game that my son played in. My youngest in football.
Okay. Shout out to the youngin.
Hey, shout out to my main man, Samuel Barris. He's an Eagle fan. He's checking in. He's looking. Yo, I'm hurt, brother. I'm still hurt. I'm out. So, he know what that means. Shout
out to Debbie watching. Also, shout out to Samuel, man. Thank you for tuning in. All those on, like I said, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, my Twitter page, anybody's Twitter. Fly Eagles Fly. Okay, whatever. Samuel, he got his Bird Gang up there.
Oh, he got the Bird Gang.
Bird Gang.
Yeah, Bird Gang doing his thing, man. Yeah. Looking forward to football. Football's around the corner. Training camp up next month. Not a lot to get into when it comes to football. A lot of innuendos of people not. As I say that, let's go to the Sportschasers week in review. This is where we're only on Thursday, so we just talk about some of the things here in this segment on what happened in the world of sports. Yes, this past week. And one of the things I wanted to talk about, since we were talking about football real quick, there was a lot of stuff on the legacy networks, and they was talking about Aaron Rodgers. He's missing workout camp. DA, go ahead.
Who cares? I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, but he's the leader of the team. Where is he at? Where's his leadership?
He said he had some personal business to attend to. Whatever that is, that is. I'm not in his business.
That's what the man said.
He'll pay whatever fine it is.
That's it.
And I'll holler.
Yeah, I really don't see what's to talk about. It's June. What's the day? 13th?
June 13th.
June 13th, dog.
Shout out to my niece. It's her birthday. Happy birthday this year.
Yeah, shout out.
Happy
Nini.
birthday.
Yo. Yeah, it's June 13th, dog. What are we talking about, man? He had an event to go to. It's like anybody else's job. I don't think nobody's checking for you, Kev. If you said you have something to do personally,
I think today they would have, but
oh. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you might be right about that. All right.
No, I'm just with you. Go ahead. Any other day.
Yes. Any other day.
Yeah, he paid his fine, whatever that is.
He's a vet. He's a veteran.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's coming off injury.
He's in better shape than what he is. I tell you that. So
I think Aaron's going to be fine. I don't think that this is it's a big to do, but when you ain't got nothing else to talk about or refuse to talk about anything else like baseball, soccer, or anything else, these other networks, they don't have nothing else to go to. So
there's really not a lot of drama.
Yeah,
with the NBA thing right now. So go ahead, Kev.
Nah, you guys hit it right on the nail. And we often preach that on this platform here, where the other networks, I won't name them, but they they get up on get up.
Oh,
Yeah, please.
Yo Diddy. Pause.
Yeah,
Well, I
serious.
I
was
know what
saying,
you meant, but yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
We got you.
Yeah, they come on the show and they still start talking about stuff, and it doesn't make too much sense to me why you would, but like you said, slow sports day, slow news day. They
Exactly.
try to dig
Practice.
the crates.
We talking about practice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Practice. Aaron Rodgers will be there come
Yeah.
training camp when it opens up in July. Another Hall of Famer. Let's go to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where Tom Brady's number was retired yesterday in front of 6,000 fans.
Mhm.
On the same night, the Boston Celtics were in the NBA Finals. Tom Brady, number 12, TB12, was retired. And I guess they played on some some numbers there. So 6-12, 6 championships. Number 12,
Right.
they retired his number. I'll give it to the DA. DA, what you got?
And they should have. He's the greatest quarterback they probably will ever have. Ever. And they
Did you say they ever had or the greatest ever lived?
No, I'm the greatest they've ever had.
He said what he said. That's I know what he said. I caught him.
I thought it was a mistake.
No. We are all welcome to our opinions on that. But hey, come on, you can't doubt the man. He brought them championships.
Undoubtedly.
He took there were times he could have took the bag, he didn't take the bag, and
to his credit.
Won.
Yes.
They won. I mean, I don't give him credit. I'm not going to say I give him credit for the fact that I know that he got some money on the other end from Mr. Kraft. He whatever it was, he got something.
Well, he's getting big money from the Fox end.
Huh?
He's getting big money now from the
but I was just saying as far as
you talking about playing time. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, great quarterback, man. I really, really, really greatest quarterback they'll have, greatest quarterback of his era. So I got a lot of love for Tom Brady, man, and what he did and how he did it. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. You take the air out the ball, put more air in. Whatever you're doing to win, he'll do it to win. And if it's not illegal, then it's legal. So we'll take it, Tom. I'm with you, brother.
Shout out to Tom Brady. Great quarterback.
Yeah, go status.
Great quarterback in his own right. Let me move on to what we got here. We had my main man Jay on last week. And Jay talked about soccer, and we have here Messi will not play for Argentina for the 2024 Olympics.
Could have told you that.
Okay, dear. Well, go ahead. Why do you think? Why is he not playing?
Oh, I know why. The last World Cup he played, and he said he's never playing for Argentina again. He says rap.
That even the Olympics?
He's not. No, he's not playing
because
it's heartache for him. Like he wants to win so bad, and they get there, they never win. Like they never win the World Cup. They don't win.
Oh, he's a sore loser. That's what you're saying.
No, he's just old, and he's like, I'm not doing it no more.
Oh, okay.
We need to go in a different direction. The country team is a national thing, and we need something else. Maybe because the reality is this: he is not European soccer shape.
Correct.
He couldn't play over there. That's why he left over there to play over here. Because it's easier for him to play over here. He couldn't play over there.
He's still a bad man.
Everybody that's over there are the Michael Jordans of their country.
Got it. Okay.
They're the best athletes from where they're at. You're 30-some years old and football, you are effing old. So, that's why those guys get so much bread early, because they're, they'll be here MLS time. When they get to be 30, say 35 years old, it's definitely a wrap. So he's in that age range. So, yeah, he's like, he can't play on that stage anymore. That's a different stage than what we watch in MLS. And
correct.
He doesn't want to hurt his team, doesn't want to hurt what he's, his legacy, and it's so much heartache when they lose. I watched them lose. I think it was 3 World Cups. He was in Argentina. And it didn't happen. It got close, very close. It didn't win. He said it broke his heart, man. It was ripping his heart apart. So that's what I remember hearing regarding that situation. We can get a soccer guy on, or someone in the comments can correct me, but that's what I believe I heard way back when.
Yeah, we'll try to reach out to Jay. Shout out to my main man Jay King of the Inner Miami podcast. Jay was on last week. Riveting interview with him. I won't even say interview. He's a conversation. He's part of the Sports Chasers family as he got his own thing going. And anything soccer, Jay is the main man when it comes to soccer, man. So check him out. Check out last week's episode. We also have a clip of it, just the interview about itself. Check out both. Hey, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Let me move on. Let's move on to a little basketball first. Jerry West, man. Jerry West, the logo. He passed away on this past Wednesday. A lot of people gave him a lot of how can I say, they gave him a lot of flowers. Dan Patrick was pretty good how he described Jerry West and how he was a likable guy, humble guy, and
father figure to him.
Father figure to him.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, his not to cut you up, Kev. Yeah, his description of Jerry West was really pretty moving, to say the least, man, because he said how he was a father figure, kind of reminded him of his father, because his father passed at early age, about 52, 54.
Yes.
And so, you know, he had a ton of respect for that man. He would always do interviews and, you know, come by and chit chat and offer his time. So, yeah, I think Dan Patrick hit it right on the head. But Jerry West definitely, you know, he might icon, I would say, or, you know, definitely a legend of the game.
An icon and a humble guy. And I heard a story today on DP today as I was listening, how like even the logo, there was stories that it's nothing that he agreed to.
Right.
They just kind of liken it to him, and it kind of bore out of folklore that's him on as the as the person on the NBA logo, man. So shout out to him. DA, what you got?
Man, he was a star. He was a star on the court and off the court. You know, a good person by most folks' account. Very disciplined, very driven. And I just say one of the main things from my perspective, because I don't know the man, is he actually got on the interview with Paul George and said, "Yo, I've never seen two stars like you and Kawhi miss this many games. It doesn't make any sense." You know, no, and the point I'm making, Kevin, is that
no shade, right? Yeah,
he said what needed to be said. And if
move
Paul
on.
George and those guys got mad, fine. If they didn't get mad, fine. But he was going to say what he felt. And him, Rick Barry, you know, these guys kind of saying these things. And coming from a guy like that, I think it lands different. 100%. So my hope is that, you know, Paul George heard it, you know, and said, let me get myself back together before he goes to the Sixers and tries to win his first championship next year. But you know, we'll get into that a little bit later. But all praises due. You know, rest in power, sir.
Rest in power, Jerry.
Yeah, and didn't he some of his accolades, man? What he's the only one with 14 years straight All-Star. That's when All-Stars. It was either 12 or 14. I think that's when All-Stars really actually meant something, because today's All-Stars just not really hit like it used to.
Yeah, let me give you his accolades here, as you said, D. Hey. Already a Hall of Famer as a player and member of the 1960 Olympic team, he will be enshrined for a third time later this year as a contributor. Both blessed and cursed by a need for perfection, West drove himself hard and held himself and the teams he worked for to a high standard. Because of that, West never experienced a poor or mediocre season as a player, and most of the teams he steered as a general manager were in contention for conference or NBA titles. He played a total of 14 years and was an all-star 14 times, as D-Dub alluded to, and made all-NBA a dozen times. He averaged 27 points, 5.8 rebounds, 6.7 assists for his career. At the time of retirement in 1974, he was the franchise leader in scoring at 25,192 points. but that only defined his play on offense. West was also considered one of the game's best defensive guards. For example,
we're going to get into that defense thing.
The NBA didn't recognize steals until his final season of 1973-1974, and he averaged 2.6 per game. Likewise, the all-defensive teams weren't selected until 1968, 1969, 5 years before he retired. In those 5 years, West was named to the first team 4 times and the second team once. He also had 2 signature moments, considerably both games in losing situations. In 1969, he was named the first and only player on a losing team to earn an MVP for the NBA Finals. And his in his 60-foot half-court heave in 1970 finals won by the Knicks is often cited as one of the most famous shots in league history. Of course, it would be against the New York Knicks. Of course, Jerry West was a bad dude on the court and did some considerable things. And as the accolade said, man, as a general manager, he had his teams in contention all the time, whether it's with the Lakers, Golden State, so forth and so forth, man. So
he had a spat with Memphis too, right?
I forgot Memphis too. What'd you say, DA? I'm sorry.
Clippers,
Clippers, yeah. So
I mean, the dude. I mean, he built 8 championships for the Lakers. If I'm not, he's got his hand in that. So I mean, he's executive awards, all types of stuff, man. Shout outs to the great.
Yeah, shout out to him. Let me go back to football. This was about 30 minutes ago. Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence reportedly agrees to a 5-year extension, $275 million extension by the Jaguars. Wow. The Jaguars are paying up to keep Trevor Lawrence around for a while. The team reached a deal with its franchise quarterback for a 5-year, $275 million contract extension on Thursday, according to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. The deal reportedly contains $200 million guaranteed and $142 million fully guaranteed. This is to Jack Bayer of Yahoo Sports.
That's the bag.
He got the BAG bag. Yes, absolutely. More power.
You gotta watch him, man.
You got to what?
So we have to watch him. He's a good quarterback.
I think so.
Real. Not trying to make fun of him. We joked earlier before the show started, but statistically and numerically, he is coming back to the mean. So I mean to say he had a mediocre rookie season. The year after, he had a good season. And last year, though I think he probably had more talent on offense, I think his numbers were down. We have to see, man, if he becomes one of those guys where every year we're talking about getting a new quarterbacks coach or a new this or a new that to fix him, then it's really going to be a problem with that kind of money.
I don't know, D.
I
mean, I think he was hampered by injury last year, right? I think it was injuries that got him out of here.
Yeah, injuries the year before. I don't remember him getting hurt last year. He probably got nicked.
I think
he got up, but I don't think he played with football.
He didn't play well, but I think he got nicked up. But from the year prior, I mean, he got a playoff win, right? He got that playoff win, and if he did something good, I know it's a what have you done for me lately, but I think that's where he got based his payoff of especially the extension.
So that's probably a mistake.
Could be, could be, but we'll see.
I don't have a problem with Trevor Lawrence.
No, not at all. I'm okay with him.
I had to holler at our main man Dante from because he's definitely a Jaguars. Yeah. From the East Coast Gridiron podcast.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah. So that's how I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I'm just looking at 2020, 2023, 2022. Like I said, rookie year. I'm just going to use this stat.
Got
12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. The next year, he had 25 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions. Last year, he had 21 touchdowns with 14 interceptions. That ain't good. That math is not mathing. Right? So, a quarterback rating at 88.5. So again, I don't say that Trevor Lawrence is a bad quarterback. That's not where I'm going. What I'm saying is the same thing I said about your boy up there in Buffalo. I'm a IT guy, so I look at numbers. And his rookie year, he 12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, expected. Next year, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, right? So you're thinking now we're going to build upon that. And last year he had 21 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. So that being said, you just want to watch it. That's all. That is all. Just want to watch it. You gave him the bag, so you just want to watch it. Mike Millie, what's up, brother?
Greetings and salutations.
What's up, Mike Millie? What's good?
Mills, how's it going, Mills? Mills, we was talking about Trevor Lawrence getting the bag.
Oh, I know who y'all talking about. I already knew.
Hey, what's your thoughts, brother? You in that AFC.
Trevor Lawrence's career stats are 11,770 yards.
Ooh, that boy prepared.
58 touchdowns and 39 interceptions, right?
That boy prepared today. God.
And Gardner Minshew's career stats.
Go get him, Michael.
9,937 yards, 59 touchdowns, and 24 interceptions.
Go get him, Mikey.
And if we want to go further, the passer rating.
Apparently, go ahead.
85 for Trevor Lawrence and 90.2 for Gardner Minshew.
You know how much they paying Gardner Minshew? 2 packs of Newport, 4 chicken wings, French fries, and a malt liquor of his choice.
And half a ham sandwich.
There you go.
Damn.
But we gave Trevor Lawrence all this money. We replaced Minshew with Trevor Lawrence. And Trevor might have made the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what did he do in the playoffs?
He went to bed.
He had a good comeback. Cool, you gave us that one comeback. But did you
call the comeback?
Anything else? Did you?
But you shouldn't have got down like that either. So
absolutely.
You got down like that because you threw the ball to the other team.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, you boys are hard, man. You're hard on
No,
man.
we're not hard.
No. We're not hard. We're being realistic. Let's be realistic.
Oh, okay. All right. I could go there. Go ahead.
Yeah, like extend him. Okay, you could extend him, but that's what you give him? Like they gotta do something. This is
we're not gonna do the quarterbacks need their own salary cap.
Word.
If we're gonna keep golfing everyone, everybody's gonna get the Jared Goff contract. The quarterbacks are gonna need their own salary.
Just verb that golf. He sure did.
They're going to get their own dictionary.
Golf.
Oh shit! I like that.
Golf.
That's a good adjective.
So that's a lot of money for unproven dudes. Now, like I said, golf has come through to make it not look like a bad idea for Detroit.
Uh-huh.
But at the end of the day, all quarterbacks, if you're not the winner, you're the loser because there's only one championship. Right? So Brock Purdy can't be, yo, dog, you ain't win nothing.
But see, they even made it further than Lawrence. Purdy done been to the chip. Goff has been to the chip. They've won their division.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trevor Lawrence is in a way worse division. Trevor Lawrence is in a way worse division. He hasn't won it as often, and he hasn't made a deep playoff run.
And
so
they got the Texans
$55 million for. It would have looked better.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
I said it would have looked better if they gave him a Danny Jones deal. Cool, $40 million. I wouldn't have tripped on that for Trevor Lawrence.
Y'all got to think about it. They gave him this paper, and the Texans are there in that division. It's going to be rough sledding for the Jaguars against that team. So in 3-4 years, they don't win the AFC South, which is not the hardest conference in the NFL to win. I think it's going to be some beef, pork, chicken, whatever meat you like. There'll be something out there.
Yep.
So that's where I see it.
Let me move.
Quarterback, not great.
Let me move on to the other story, and DA's probably going to hate me on this, but it's fine because he's my brother, and I know he loves me.
Yes, sir.
No, let me go to this story first. Mike probably's not gonna like this story. No, Mike probably doesn't care. Jorge Lopez, he signs a minor league deal with the Cubs. Now, if you don't remember, 2 weeks ago, Jorge Lopez, he was a Met at the time.
Yeah.
He basically looks like he had some kind of meltdown. He got off they got relieved. The Mets manager relieved him, and as he was walking towards the dugout, he decides to throw that DA. What you say? How much that glove cost?
Gotta be at least $3.99, minimum $3.99, and already broken in. I'd love to catch that. I can play with it.
I mean, you go to a baseball game. I've never caught one, but sometimes you're bound to catch a baseball. You might get a bat from a player, because of whatever. But
unless it comes out their hands, Kev. If you get a bat that way, you may not want it while they're swinging. But
well, they got that cage thing there now, so
kind of like that cage, man.
Yeah, a lot of people don't either. Well, Mike, they wasn't paying attention at the games. They was on their phone. That's why they was getting smoked with the ball.
Man, I'll be playing MLB The Show, and the foul ball go out that way. I'll be like, this damn cage, boy.
Damn, Kev said that's your fault. You got hit with the
ball. Darwinism, natural selection at its finest. Look up, they swinging. The ball coming high speeds.
It's a reason why I'm annoyed.
He said it's God did that.
It's Darwinism right there.
He said God.
Welcome our NBA and WNBA contributor Ryan DeSouza. He's with us.
What's up, fellas?
Right.
What's going on? D-Dubs, Mike Mills, the DA, Kevin.
My main man, right? Yo, man.
What's going on?
Ryan's like my other brother, man. I didn't have. I fuck with him
on me, man.
Every day. He went hard at me today. He hit me with the Charles Smith.
I'm surprised y'all talking.
Yeah,
he said Charles Smith.
Stephen A. and Monica McNutt over there.
Whoa! I got my glove to catch Ryan's shit today.
Got the glove.
Let's go. What's up, fellas?
Y'all do know, and I'm never going to talk about this topic ever again. That your boy Stephen A. Monica be right there in the studio doing get up.
Yeah.
Still go off. Stephen A. got somebody else on. He don't want no Monica McNutt smoke. He don't want on the show. He be sitting there eating a little ham sandwich and shit. Can't get no run on the show. So yeah. I said, boy,
she ain't been on since.
Petty.
Nah, she hasn't been on that show since. She's been on she's been on like on a world tour.
Him, yo, you could have been doing this 3 years ago, Joker. Don't.
We'll get
that. I'm gonna get you, sucker. You could have been doing this 3 years ago, Jack.
Hold on, man. Before we get to that one, man. Yo, Cat. So what's up with the glove? He threw the glove.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
He threw the glove in the crowd.
Yeah, he threw the glove in the crowd. And pretty much they deemed it as like some kind of mental breakdown. He was tired, and then Mike, what did he say after the game, which was true?
I play for the worst team in baseball.
No,
ever.
He said that to the media.
Suck.
He said that to the media.
Allegedly, he backtracked and said, "I said I've been playing worse.
No,
I'm the worst teammate."
They said it was some kind of Spanish translation, which
nope.
That ain't trying to use.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
The translators taking all the heat this year. First Japanese one, Spanish one. They're just blaming everybody. Yeah, he placed the bets. It was him.
Yeah,
that's a pretty simple
wow
thing. I'm not sure he got that one wrong. So
wow.
I'm not sure he got that wrong.
It definitely is. So basically, I was saying he got some redemption. The Cubs signed him to a minor league deal. The Cubs said in a presser they hope to bring up Mr. Lopez after the All-Star break so he can add to the Cubs roster. So
yeah, he'll do that. He can play.
Yeah, he can play. Sometimes you're just not a good fit somewhere, man. So apparently he was just too honest in Flushing, and they showed him the door. So
wish him the best. The Cubs are kind of banged up. They need some help. So
they do.
Definitely, man. Let me move on to this other story. Like I said, DA is going to hit. My main man, Joey Chestnut, took the Joey Chestnut took the bag. He signed a deal with a vegan hot dog maker for like $1.2 million, right? So here's the thing. So Joey usually goes on Nathan's hot dog eating contest every 4th of July. Nathan's like, well, how could you sign the bag with the vegan place? And that's kind of a conflict of interest. DA, stop it. DA, stop catching your shit. Because the DA, hey, in the comments, if you believe that competitive eating is a sport, go ahead and let us know, man. Let us know.
Only if the championship is a heart attack. What the fuck are you doing?
Championship. Yo, fair.
Yo, but DA, I mean, so Joey got $1.2 million from this vegan hot dog.
They won't kill him. The vegan hot dog. Well, they made it's probably a lot of chemicals in that shit. But
it's all bad, man.
Yeah, we'll see. It's probably chemicals because it takes a lot to keep that shit in those the packages. You know.
I mean, well, fellas, he don't have to eat the shit. I mean,
you do too if you
eating them shits.
Possible, you got a few of them at least.
Yeah, he eating them shits.
So let me follow this up, right? From the AP, right? It says here from Caitlin Humani. She says, after organizers for Nathan's famous 4th of July hot dog eating contest said Joey Chestnut wouldn't be able to compete this year because of a deal he made with a rival brand, Netflix, man, the power of getting money, swiftly announced a new hot dog eating competition that will feature Chestnut and his fiercest rival. Chestnut, a 16-time hot dog eating champion, will face off with his frequent Nathan's competitor, Takaru Kobayashi, in a live Netflix special on September 2nd. The streamer announced Wednesday. The contest titled Chestnut vs. Kobayashi Unfinished Beef will feature the two.
Ain't gonna be no damn beef.
I thought it was vegan hot dogs.
Yeah, what the hell are we talking about? You better not eat no beef.
Yo, how you a 16-time glizzy eating champion? That's crazy. You won that 16 times and kept coming back?
Yeah.
And no diddy.
Why would you keep coming back and winning that?
Diddy.
There's not other competitive eating contests. Like, he couldn't went to like a pie eating chicken.
I was about to say so. Wow, I'm glad I caught myself.
I'm telling you, like, bro,
a chicken nugget eating contest. I mean, I mean,
don't eat those either.
Yeah,
and eating them churros.
Definitely,
San Antonio churros.
Let me go on to the news. Like I said, I knew the guys would thought that was they wouldn't like that. So
it's definitely unhealthy, man.
Yeah. Watch your hot dogs, I guess.
Trying to live a little longer, live a little stronger.
That's a bar there. Thank you. Dan Hurley, he turns down the LA Lakers job. I guess we'll dive into this a little bit more, but I'll pass to the basketball guy. Ryan, thoughts on Dan Hurley not going to LA?
I mean, he's already a made man at UConn, and they really didn't give him that much more to leave. So I mean, and then I don't really think he's a NBA guy too. He's a rah kind of guy. Those guys make.
I agree.
Money. You know what I'm saying? Like, players in the NBA make money. You know what I'm saying? More than him. So it's kind of hard. You got to pamper those guys a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can be stern, but you can't treat them like college kids, even though college kids are getting NIL deals and all this stuff now. It's just, I don't know. I don't think it was a good fit for him to be in the pros. And not only that, man, he's an East Coast guy. His family's from the, the family aspect of it all, So I mean, and he's still young, right? He's still, in terms of coaching, he's still young. He can revisit going to the NBA again. You know what I'm saying? If another job open up on the East Coast, maybe Tibbs, maybe he goes to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I don't know, but I just don't think it was a good move for him per se. And I mean, to be honest with you, man, I don't know what the Lakers are doing, to be honest with you. Because if you really wanted him, give him an offer he can't refuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if that's who they really truly wanted.
Correct.
Hurley is 51 years old.
But that goes back to
that goes young,
back
man.
That goes back to what we said last week when we kind of agreed, like, where the hell did he come from all of a sudden? Because that whole week it was JJ Redick.
Well,
not the whole week.
JJ is back in the mix now.
Yeah,
JJ.
It could be smoke screens. It's, these.
Oh yeah, that's what they do. So
all this is WWE anyway.
Right, like
the Lakers needed a big name to pump fake, so it did. Yeah, we're not going with LeBron, man. So you send somebody else in, like, oh wow, nobody turned us down. Now we can go get LeBron's man. Like, it's just
it could be anything like that, bro. I totally agree with you.
Well, he has an interview lined up. Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
Right, and then he came out and made a statement, said that he didn't use the Lakers for leverage, which I kind of believe. He just wanted the national championship. He just did an extension, I think last year. So
right.
Yeah, I mean, what he says, he's like, I don't need leverage. I just won 2 national championships.
Yeah,
he's like,
they just extended them again this year. So
right, yeah. So exactly. So I just think it was a family thing. I think it was a culture fit. I don't think he's that, that West Coast LA kind of vibe. He's gritty, man. He's gritty. He's going to talk out of pocket to his players sometimes, and in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
right.
I just don't see the mix with that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with, like you guys said, even though I think LeBron, maybe has 1-2 more years left, but we've seen it, man. We've seen guys in LA win the championship and get fired. We've seen, you know what I'm saying? So
no matter what you're going to do,
right?
It's like, you're getting fired. You can win, not win.
Right. It's like,
be there.
Yeah, you can go to the conference championship and get fired. So it's like, did he really have that, stability as a job where he has stability at UConn and basically getting paid almost the same, not the exact same amount, a little bit more for the Laker job. But I mean, once you're making, right. And once you're making $8 million compared to $10 million, now it's like, okay.
Yeah. And the taxes are a lot different in Los Angeles. So
right. Very, very true.
Though I don't believe myself that it was even real. Right.
Yeah.
I went on TikTok and I put my thing out there. I don't believe that this shit was real. I believe that somebody put the story out there so the guy could turn down the job, and then they say, well, the only coach we got left to hire is JJ Redick, and this is who you wanted to hire in the first place. Why didn't y'all just man up and hire the dude?
Yeah.
Oh, I know why. Because you just had a first year coach and you got rid of him.
Right.
I know why.
Yeah. Also, too, man, whenever there's leaks, that means somebody wanted it to be leaked. You know what I'm saying?
They said Woj was lying. They said that him and Stanley pulled this thing together. They said Woj was lying.
Yeah, so, I mean,
I don't trust none of them. I don't matter.
I'll take Woj's, you know what I'm saying, point of view because he's been doing this a long time. So I don't know, man. Like it all just seems fishy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I don't think he was a good fit to begin with.
Me neither. Yeah. So that's the Chasers weekly recap. Did you have some D-dubs? Go ahead.
No, I just think it's a bad job anyway. No matter what, as long as you know who's there, 1 year, 2 years, you're not gonna get nothing's gonna. You're not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about this in nauseum last week, but it is what it is. We'll see.
Okay. I mean, no. I mean, I'm sorry about that. I mean, I'm just kind of rebuttaling. Do you think it's a bad job because LeBron's there and he wants to control everything and control the narrative, doesn't help?
Yeah, it doesn't help. No, it's the LA,
but it's also LA. They're gonna get free agents.
It's other things with it because they don't have no picks. They low in picks. It's just other stuff, and and like DA said, he doesn't really help at this moment. It will be a better job, but I just think that he's controlling too much. He got his hand in the pot too much. In my
They
opinion.
gotta get rid of
and I don't think nobody's strong. A strong coach is going to go for all this. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, if you're trying to take your franchise to the next level, you're not going to do it. Not with this guy.
But they won a championship.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, they did. They did. Listen.
Yeah,
I'm not.
And then fired the coach who won the championship.
They got trade AD. That's what
there you go. And that part, Ryan, right? So there's a lot of stuff that goes on. I don't know what strong head coach. I don't know. You done had Darvin Ham. I thought Darvin Ham did a good enough job where he could bridge the gap, but that wasn't good enough.
Nope.
You had another coach. He wasn't good enough. It just, tired of this dude, man.
I believe the biggest point for a coach.
Jeannie Buzz need to get some smoke too. To be honest with you, but go ahead, D.
Rob Pelinka, all those dudes.
I do also believe that everyone just said it. No consistency in coaching will always hurt the team because you're changing. Well, in a regular situation, you'd be changing style of play every coach, right? But with LeBron, it's going to be his style with your twist on it. But the other thing that folks don't talk about from a basketball perspective is that the Lakers were in 7th or 8th place. And every team that was ahead of them is getting better.
And the teams behind them are getting
better. So you got now, right? So dig it. Memphis, the job will be back. So they'll be better than the Lakers next year. New Orleans, they were better this year. If there was no play-in, they're in. The Lakers are not. Then you got Denver, the Clippers, Sacramento, OKC, and Memphis. None of those teams are getting any worse. Oh, I'm sorry, Dallas. None of those teams are getting any worse this offseason. None of them. So with that being said, it's a hard road for the Lakers because you really don't have enough to get the players to help you get through that gauntlet. That's all. That is all for me. It's just not, if you're a coach, you're looking up at those other teams in the West and you're like, man, shit, I ain't doing this. Yeah, I got no chance here.
Especially with not having, the guarantee of keeping your job, because nowadays, you having a contract don't even matter.
Don't mean nothing.
They're paying paying coaches just to go away. You know what I'm saying? And billionaires guys money, whatever they want to pay the players, pay them, whatever they want to pay the coaches, because if they don't want you, they'll just pay, they'll buy you out just so you can go away. So
that's a fact, Ryan. That's a fact.
And you got to think about that. That gauntlet is crazy.
It is. The West is tough, man.
They're not going. And the other thing is, a lot of coaches don't want to deal with the fact that, if it works out, you get no credit. If it don't work out, you're getting fired.
Yep.
100%.
Everybody has an ego. So.
Yep. Let me move on to the Stanley Cup Finals. I was going to say tip off, but puck drop is about to be here in a few minutes against the Edmonton Oilers against the Florida Panthers. They have transitioned to Edmonton for Game 3 tonight on ABC. The Panthers are up 2-0 in the series. Edmonton has only scored one goal. And you only scored one goal in the series at this point in the junction, you are probably not going to be on top of your game. There was some little controversy at the end when Barkov was hit by what's his name? Was it Draisaitl? But they took advantage of that play. They took advantage of that power play, and that was one of the changing points at the end of the game where the Panthers were able to score that goal, and then they went on to score a couple more to win that game 4-1 when they had an empty netter at the end. Panthers, they just been outplaying the Oilers on every end, like how they've been doing throughout the whole playoffs, man. They've been checking real hard. They've been hustling and getting to pucks and They're just and they got the number one goaltender in the world as far as Bobrovsky, as they call him, Bobby. He's like the best at it to do
He's
it.
playing the best.
Yes, go ahead, D-Dubs.
Hey, Kev, the angry one brought up a question last week. Is there any chance of a sweep? Brother, as I looked at the first two games, it looks like it could be on its way. Well, it still got this game. It's game 3, right?
Game 3 tonight.
Game 3 tonight. Yo, but the Florida has just looked just way better to me.
Chris.
I mean, and I'm a novice. So, I ain't got Dan, but just Florida just looked just totally
well, and what's shocking to me, I'm also a novice when it comes to hockey, but what's shocking to me is they defend the power play well. Like nobody can score on them. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have a power play, they still can't score. Listen, they were down 3-5 on one game. In game, I think it was game 2. And they still couldn't score.
Yeah.
So
yep.
Right, and it seems to me like they're just waiting for a team to make a mistake. Like Florida doesn't really attack to try to score. They just wear on you and wear on you and wear on you. Check this, and they're playing physical, and then you make a mistake or you get frustrated, and then they get on a power play, and then they'll score. And when they score 1 goal, it's like having 2 goals. You know what I'm saying? So it's
yep.
So it's
You said that the other week, Ryan. Yeah, this team they scored 2 goals. It's like a 5-goal lead, bro. It's
right. You know what I'm saying? Like
crazy.
They're impenetrable. So so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Edmonton's at home tonight, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Eric makes a shout out to the angry one. He couldn't be with us, but he's in the comments. You're right. They mind you of those Devils minus the neutral zone trap.
I thought about that last week, man. I was like, yeah, that's exactly what it looked like.
Just
defense, feels like
defense, and we'll get into defense here in a little bit. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But Dan will do something this weekend with hockey. He will break it down because he's the resident hockey expert. None of us on here is. Like we said, we're all novices. That's why Dan is with it. He is the hockey dude. So Dan will absolutely break it down this week. Maybe by this time, today's Thursday. I think game 4 Saturday night before it turns around.
Yeah.
This might be
over.
Might be over by next week.
Might be over. But
so
we'll
look for us to do something sometime this weekend. We haven't set it down, but set a time. But look for Dan to do something this weekend. We'll talk about hockey. Let me go to the Major League Baseball power rankings according to CBS real quick. Good series in the Bronx this past weekend with the Dodgers and the Yankees. Dodgers took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. Man, a lot of Dodgers fans was in the Bronx this past weekend. Man, I saw them getting a police escort up underneath the DL. Go ahead, DA.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell they got there, but we won't let that happen next time.
Yeah, there was a lot of Dodger fans in the Bronx, man. But
really,
yeah, a lot of Dodger
fans in the Bronx.
Yeah. The Yankees just took 3 out of 4 from Kansas City. They lost today, but Aaron Judge, he's still on it, man. So according to CBS, real quick, you got the Yankees. They're number 1, 49-22 as of yesterday. Well, 49-23. The Philadelphia Phillies, they're number 2, 46-21. The Baltimore Orioles, 45-23. Even despite they losing their pitches, Ali Roos, man, he's on fire, man. So the Orioles are 45-23. The Dodgers, we mentioned, they're 42-27. The Guardians, they are 43-23. The Royals, the Royals have been very good this year, man. They're 40-30. They've been playing good. The Brewers, they're 40-28. Mariners, 40-30 at number 8. The Braves, 36-30. The Minnesota Twins are 36-32. The Boston Red Sox, they're at 500 at number 11. 34-34. The Toronto Blue Jays, 32. Blue Jays are very disappointing this year. With I thought they was going to turn it to corner this year, but been very disappointing, especially on the pitching half. And Vlad Guerrero, he has not. I don't know if he has been himself or
he's been talking shit. So that's what happens when you run your mouth.
Yeah, they were supposed to be the young up and coming.
This is what I'm saying.
Last 2 years, yeah.
Boston has been handling not Boston, Baltimore has been.
Oh yeah, well, that's
doing their thing, and we seen Toronto, both of those teams, and then I don't know what happened.
Yeah, like DA said, Vlad was talking a lot of junk, and he has not matched his talk with what he got going on the field. So, the Blue Jays are number 12 at 33-35. The Padres are 37-35. They're playing good. The Giants are 34-35. The Cincinnati Reds 33-35. The Detroit Tigers 33-35. Man, let me read this about the Tigers. In 1972, Steve Carlton went 27-10 for a team that finished 59-97. This won't be nearly as extreme, but the Tigers are now 10-3 when Tarks Scooby pitches and 22-30 when he doesn't.
Wow.
So that's pretty bad.
They got one ace. That's all.
Yeah, they got one ace, right?
All I got is wow.
The world champions, the Rangers, they're 17. The Astros, Ryan's Astros, they're 31-18, 38. The Dan's Pirates are number 19. They're 32-36. Let me read this. Aroldis Chapman has had a few recent outings where he wasn't working back as well of 100 miles per hour. He's also now strung together 6 straight scoreless outings with 8 strikeouts and 6 innings. So Chapman, he's been chugging along. And number 20, I'll stop here, is the St. Louis Cardinals at 33-34. So D-Dub, what do you always say?
Check me, holla at me after the 4th of July, man. After that, then I'm all in. Right now, baseball, they got so they're doing their thing. We'll see. That's when baseball, that second half of baseball after the All-Star game.
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna move Ryan. Go ahead, DA. You had something? You guys had
no, we good. Right? We good.
Anything on boxing? That's why I mentioned boxing. You guys.
Oh, you got Javante Tank Davis and Frank the Ghost Martin this weekend, and also Benavidez, and a name that I can't even say. DA, I don't know if you can.
No, I can't say that guy.
But, yeah, that's a fight for this weekend. So you fight fans is out there, check out the fight. That should be.
We still need a commissioner in boxing, man.
Yeah, we definitely need a commissioner. Also, I forgot to send Ryan. The Saudis are looking to buy up some type of boxing commission. So I'm not sure how true it is. I got to do some research on that. But looking to buy out maybe PBC and
PBC
and the rest of these essentially making it like a UFC, a real like a organization.
They want dudes to fight.
Yeah, they want guys to fight.
So these guys with all these belts and you're the champ, but you don't want to fight guys. You don't want to fight. You want to fight, but you don't want to fight your mandatory number one defender,
right?
Contender. I'm sorry, but you want to go fight another guy because you get the bag,
right? And it's like they're trying to protect their undefeated record for all the guys who are undefeated, like never want to fight each other.
Yeah,
it's it's man. Let me tell you, man. Just like I said, man. Just always being a fan of boxing growing up, and heavyweights, the Tysons, the Ruddicks, the Lennox Lewises. When they were all in their prime, they fought each other. I mean, the Riddick Bows, the Evander Holyfield. Like it's, we have heavyweights who are in their 40s fighting. I'm like, it's ridiculous, man. Like,
man, that turnaround, your man, Deontay Wilder did turnaround.
Yeah. I mean,
spin cycle on Duke.
Man.
Yeah,
ballerina.
Dude cuffed him like he catch him sneaking out the Korean store with some shit, stealing them. Put him at the door. Like,
that boy's still spinning. He's spinning right now.
Yeah,
put it back. Put it back.
Yeah. There's too many productions.
Well, one of them is dying.
Yeah,
one of them is dying right now. There's one that I don't know. It's not Al Heyman. The other one is dying. That's why we don't have any fights on Showtime anymore or HBO.
Right. Yeah.
Because there is no. Yeah, one promotion just died. And Brian, the other thing that's happening is that what I don't like, because I think this is kind of my favorite fighter, is Mr. Money Mayweather. Everybody say, everybody's doing like Floyd, and he ain't fighting nobody, so he can stay undefeated. No.
Floyd fought everybody.
He fought everybody. He fought damn near every month when he was young.
And you know what gets me too, DA? They're like, oh, he was avoiding Pacquiao, and he fought Pacquiao when he got older. Floyd's older than Pacquiao. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
And Pacquiao, listen, there was no drug testing in Manila. Floyd said it. They just did. The news press here didn't like Floyd because he was on that Money Mayweather thing then. Yeah. He was telling them, yo, if you test him in America, I will fight him that day.
Correct.
But nobody comes from strawweight up to damn near welterweight and still maintain power and knock people out. So I'm not believing it, right? Just test him. I could be wrong, and I'll fight him tomorrow.
Right. And to your point, DA too, everybody's trying to be Mayweather, but they don't have they don't have the charisma as Mayweather. They don't have the talk game as Mayweather. They can't sell a fight like Mayweather.
Adrian Broner tried to sell a fight, boy.
Right. And look like Bambi after he got knocked out. So I mean, like,
Jesus Christ.
Like you can't follow what Floyd did, but not talk the game up and you know what I'm saying, and sell the fight. That's I mean, like D-Dubs, you just said who was fighting. I don't see it. I don't see any marketing on it. I mean, no promotions, no hype, no nothing. I mean,
it's crazy because you got to go to YouTube, and YouTube.
The fight game is ridiculous.
If
man.
you know about it, they really don't put the
real, son.
And Tank Davis is supposed to be the face of boxing. Allegedly, he's supposed to be that guy, but he's not.
Tank don't talk.
He's trying to come around, but you're right. He doesn't have that.
He knows
that.
He knows
he doesn't have that fit. He's
not charismatic, man. He's
not charismatic.
Like
Floyd got now, the young kid, light skinned kid with a little afro. He's like Floyd. He talks. He doesn't know. He's in there like
and that's. But
the
Olympic
kid. Yeah. Stevenson. Is Stevenson? Is Stevenson?
Oh,
Shakur is nice.
Yeah, he's
the most boring fight because he's not taking no risk. Shakur is going to box you.
He's a boxer. He's sort of like Floyd. He's a boxer.
He's going to knock you out. Yeah. He's just going to get my work done, get through with this, get this bag and go.
Very skilled.
And the thing is, I don't want to equate it to wrestling or anything like that, boxing to wrestling. But it's like with Floyd,
it's similar.
With Floyd, when he first started, he was pretty boy Floyd. He was, the clean cut kid, the clean cut kid. You know what I'm saying? Pretty boy Floyd. He saw there was no money in it.
Hey, Ryan, like me and the Angry One had talked about this a long time. If in wrestling, you have to have what is called, and if any old school wrestling fans, you have to have some type of talk game. If you can't get behind this mic and rock the mic and be able to, mesmerize the crowd, it's almost like being an MC, a rapper. You got to be that person. And if you can't do that, you're gonna have boring fights, or you're not gonna hype.
You're not gonna exactly. It's why back when we watched wrestling, guys. I don't know if you guys watch wrestling with WCW, with WWF. Yeah, Ric Flair. Thank you. I mean, they would cut promos, and those were the most brilliant promos. The Dusty Rhodes. You ever see Dusty Rhodes do a promo, dog? I would want to wrestle.
Talking about
and this is what I'll talk about when this is what I'll talk about when these guys, when they talk about the media, they don't like the media. They don't understand, man. This shit works hand to hand.
Yeah.
You need the
Macho
media.
Man, DA Savage in the corner.
Yeah, you need.
Come on, man.
Old ass Macho Man.
I'm going to see Elizabeth now.
Hey,
The whole
but,
doesn't have it.
it builds. Yes, you got to build your fight. You got to understand how this game is. And a lot of these guys, man, they think they want to, just jump in there and just fight. And it's a business, man, and they don't understand it.
And that's how the UFC took off. You know what I'm saying? With Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying?
They got another problem though, because they don't have that either now.
Yeah, they don't have.
They got Israel.
Right, but the thing that saves UFC is everybody fights because Dana is making them fight. So there's no
correct.
Right. There's no hey, you can't like in boxing, people are taking long to fight each other. Everybody fights. If you're number one contender, you gotta fight. Or you lose the belt. You know what I'm saying? So
we're just starting to pull belts in boxing, but these dudes don't necessarily care.
There's too many damn belts.
All because they're not the current the current belt holder. They'll bring an old belt to the ring. Like I see them wearing belts. It's the other guys that champ now. Look at my old belt. I got my old belt on.
How one man got 5 different belts, dog? And then I see another dude have 5 different belts. How many damn belts are there?
It's definitely a participation trophy because I've heard them say, they gave him a belt. You see some intercontinental belt. Like, where does this belt come from? Because it don't mean shit.
They got what's the interchamp?
No, it don't mean shit, D, right? But they said they give it to them just to build the confidence. It's a confidence builder. You don't need that.
How about winning the fight?
There you go.
Yeah, win the belt. Why am I giving you a belt from the Japanese organization that nobody heard of?
Yes. And that's what I'm saying, man.
People in that weight class, and you got the belt.
Oh,
correct.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary, but that's why, if it comes to fruition with the Saudis, if the Saudis got money, if they could redo this thing, they already doing live golf. They're doing good with golf with live. If they're able to take this boxing thing and take it to the next level, God bless them, man. I'll be looking forward to it.
Turkey's serious, man. His name is Turkey, right? Turkey's his name.
Who?
He's serious, man. Now he doesn't have the knowledge to always put together the best fights, and like he did with the Tyson Fury thing, it was like a reggae concert. There was like 18 fights, so you can't do that.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, dog. Yeah, we have to talk.
When homie, Ninja Man coming on, I got Ninja coming. It's soon coming. Yo,
homie. So, homie, he had 8 fights in a card, bro. You can't do that.
That was funny.
Man,
that was hilarious.
You understand?
We can't do 8 fights on one card, bro. Yeah, too much.
Not boxing.
Not boxing. Yeah, you can only do about 4 matches top.
Frig, man.
I complained about that when I told you when
Kev called, we was on the phone. He said, "Hey, when the fuck the fight coming on?" I keep turning it back to the channel.
Yo, it started like at 1 o'clock. I said, "Yo, when's the main event?"
Nah, it was a 12. It was a 12. Actually, 12:30, 12, 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock somewhere around there.
We actually had to watch the fight on the phone at the restaurant. Cause I was like, "Yo, man, I'm hungry, man. Let's go, man." It's like eight fights before the main event. So that's my only thing about that. They got to do something with that.
Yeah, my bad, Dia. Yeah, you talk about Turkey, Al Sheik.
That's my man. He just don't know what he's doing yet. He got money to throw around.
Yeah.
He just ain't got that. And the thing is, I think it's this way because he would rather learn the boxing business himself than bringing American dudes to do it or help him, because he knows that our system is corrupt and he don't want no parts of that. That's why he doesn't want to, get with Al Heyman and get with this, because he knows that's a corrupt system. He's like, if you want to do this or you want to do with us, we're going to do it this way. So I think it'll take a few more years for it to come to fruition, because I think that Turkey doesn't want to necessarily deal with the American promoters as they stand today.
Yeah. I'm all for it if they're going to change, make some sweeping changes, and let's get it done right, where we get the best fighters, best fights for the fans and everybody to see.
They'll make some cuts,
and have a great champion that from wherever you're from. So
Yep. Shout out to all those that are watching on Instagram, Twitch. Mike, we got Twitch up, right? Twitch, Facebook, YouTube.
When we gonna get to this Dallas thing so Mike can talk?
Well, dog, you gotta.
I'm sorry.
Just,
You know, I
cook here for a second. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we know. You old.
The meds sometime, and I got the bathroom.
Well, he said it's 8:37.
Yeah, boy.
Hey man, you got 24 minutes.
Yeah, you know where your prostate is. I got the bathroom, man.
Okay, great.
Ryan, since this is all going on, Ryan, let me put you center. Ryan, what's up? The NBA finals, man. 3-0. Boston. Luka got destroyed today in the media.
Which is wild. Keep that energy.
Ryan, take it away. I'll let you take it away. Go ahead.
It's his body language. I mean, it's not like he had a bad game. It's his body language. You can't be trying to draw fouls, flopping on the floor, and not getting up and getting back.
What on the floor?
Flopping.
Okay.
Flopping. Yeah. You can't.
Right. You know what I'm
saying? Like, you have to.
Hold on. Do you have another example of flopping in the NBA? Because I'm not sure. I know what you're talking about. Please, sir.
LeBron James, James Harden.
Who? You said James? Hold on.
LeBron James, James Harden.
Okay, I thought you said something about the James gang. Okay, got
no, I'm not even trying to throw shit at anybody else like
Jesse
that.
James, right?
I'm just saying you can't be complaining to the refs while the other team is taking the ball down the other court and scoring on them. You can't do that. You can't do that. And he's been doing it. He's been doing it all season. He gets into it with the refs. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I just asked a question.
Yeah.
This is D from the Harlem Press core team. I would like to ask you.
I didn't know they had a paper. Go ahead.
The Harlem Press.
It was the old Amsterdam News. I'm here for Sports Chasers and the Amsterdam News. So this thing you say about complaining to the refs while your team is going down court to play defense, do you have an example of other players that we're
we're talking about Luka, man. I don't got the energy for that.
James, Jason Tatum.
Listen, man.
I mean, I gave him some examples. Go ahead.
I'm just talking about Luka right now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, hold on, guys. Let Ryan cook with the Luka. We'll get back around to you, D. Hold that energy.
No, I'm just saying you can complain to the refs, but complain while you getting back. Complain during a timeout, like you know what I'm saying, like and he came out and said, okay, it was his fault. He just said that in the first game when he was turning the ball over, he's missing free throws. You know what I'm saying, like he has to get mature on the court, man. Just like how we talked about Kyrie, hitting a maturity level, and Luka's still young. And it takes time. It's his first finals. He got there, cool. But now your team needs you to be a leader. It can't be my bad from the leader.
Yeah,
every game.
It can't be my bad, and you're the leader. They're counting on him. You know what I'm saying? If you know you got 5 fouls, you can't try to go and sell a foul. And when you have 5 fouls, man, just get back. Get into a defensive stand, which he never does. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to kill Luka. Luka's awesome. He's great. But he has to be the leader of the team, and he can't get into it with the refs. He has to get back on defense. And there were some fouls that the refs missed. And I knew he was frustrated. But there was one foul where he missed a bunny, got mad at himself, missed a bunny, and then went and fouled another player from Boston and picked up a cheap
White
foul.
White.
He
White.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't do that because you don't know when you're gonna need these fouls. So, Boston's taking away the lob threat. They're taking away the corner threes.
The 1-5 is over.
Yeah, they're taking away the corner threes that Dallas lived on. Airplane mode. He's not making the threes. I don't know what happened to Tim Hardaway Jr. Like all of a sudden he can't play ball.
Yeah, he
hasn't played. So
I mean, yeah, but I mean, haven't played and not. Dude,
I got you.
You're still a professional athlete. Okay, and to his credit, He was playing great during the regular season. He got the ankle injury and missed like a month or something like that, 3 weeks. Came back, he couldn't get into a groove. But I mean, you got to give them something.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to hear that. Alec Burks didn't play. Alec Burks didn't play, and he came in and did his thing. So I'm not going.
Absolutely. I'm just putting it, give you some context of what happened.
Yeah. I'm not going to kick in. Luca's back in tonight. I'm just going to say, you know what?
No, did he?
We're not going to kick his back in tonight. We just,
don't do that.
He did discuss me because I in the chat last night. I was talking to you guys, and I was like, "Yo, this guy doesn't get back. He's not getting back. He's complaining, crying, whining." And it did. Big Perk said it this morning, I think, which was absolutely true. He absolutely drained him, man, and I can see that. You over here working, and somebody's always constantly complaining. Yo, that's not gonna fly, man. So he needs to get better. He has to do better. And
also D-Dubs, kudos to the refs. The refs could have called
that tee.
Could have teed him up.
And got him out of here.
Mark Davis, showed some restraint. He normally doesn't, but
Joey Crawford would have had his ass up out of this.
Oh no. Joey ain't Joey Crawford not playing, man.
Yep.
Crawford, don't fuck with him.
But
hands on the hips and boom, out of here.
Yeah.
If I may, Mike, go ahead, Mike, because that was just.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
Y'all go ahead.
First of all, as much as I hate the referees, I will say they let them play last night.
They did
let them play because there was a lot of calls both ways that I'm like, oh, we got away with one. Oh, they got away with one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. So that's fine. That last foul on Luca, that was crazy. That should have been a charge. That was no way that was like a blocking foul. That was ridiculous.
I disagree.
I said 6, whatever. Listen. So, Luca is to blame for certain things, but Luca's the only one on that team that's been showing up every night. Him and PJ Washington. This was the first Kyrie sighting we had all series. Live wasn't being good until last night, neither. So he showed up too, first game at home.
I agree.
But it's like nobody else has really been showing up. And I don't know what it is about Kyrie. I don't know why he wasn't being aggressive. Because he's had a lot of times where they switch Horford on him. And Horford is doing a good job of staying in front of them. But if they really wanted to, they know what they got to do to get past him. It's not that hard. Like, you got the advantage. And then defensively, they're just they giving away a lot of open shots. Boston just ain't hitting them, but they're giving away a lot of open shots.
Yeah, Boston took 46 threes last night.
And Jaylen Brown is Finals MVP, hands down. Because when he took over last night, it's like he started getting hot. And I said, oh, shit, it's coming. And then he got that dunk, and I said, oh, it's over. There's no way. Yeah, he's too good. He got that alpha mentality, and he's not afraid to attack the basket, even though they wasn't calling fouls last night.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of guys stopped going to the rim because they wasn't calling them. Jaylen Brown put his head down and did what he had to do. So, like, this is their first finals. The Mavs are a young team, and they'll be back. They just got to figure it out and add a piece or two. They need another defender. They haven't had a real lockdown defender since they traded Finney-Smith for Kyrie. Yeah. So, Derrick Jones Jr. has been impersonating one. He's been doing a good job at it. So is PJ. They've been doing steady. They've been doing an okay job at it, but they really need a defender. OG and Newbie might be free, if the Knicks do what I say and go get Bridges, but
Mills, what is this a sweep? Is this over?
No. It shouldn't be. They should win the next game, but it's very likely that it's a sweep.
No.
Well, they maybe want to go back to Boston and do it, but it could be. Listen, in my opinion, guys, Boston is a far better team.
You have a lot to say.
Yeah, I think Boston's a far better team.
Boston's the best team in the league.
my favorite player, right? So they're a far better team. I'm not giving no quarter for dude being young because he's been in the league 6 years now. So there's a few things that Luka should know.
And how many years before he got to the NBA?
He's been a pro since he was 14.
He's been playing.
But the reality is this. He watches, of course, anybody coming into the league. You're going to watch to see what other dudes do in the league and how it works for them. So the flopping, this, that, and the third, it comes from somewhere. But that's not the issue with me, because he'll have to either get better with that or not, right? Because the game is going away from that. So, and it's also going away from us giving the excuse of you do so much offensively that you shouldn't play defense.
I agree with you.
Those days are done too. We're out on that. That's not something that
two-way play
anybody's accepting anymore.
Yeah, they never made that excuse for Harden all those years. Don't make it now.
Hold on. This is Houston Rocket fan.
Yeah.
Make what excuse for Harden?
Because he had to do so much on offense, that's why he didn't play defense. They say that. That's what we were saying. But they never made that excuse for him like they're doing with Luka.
I don't think it's an excuse for Luka. I don't feel like it's no excuse for him. Just like I ain't feel like no excuse for Harden.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
if you're not playing, dog.
I mean, you're either a good defender or you're not.
No, but
I mean,
defense
is all. Defense is like rebounds. It's about effort. It don't have nothing to do with whether you're a good defender.
No, I totally agree. I totally disagree.
And I think
go ahead, let Ryan get in.
You obviously you have to have some effort. I get it, but if you're just not quick enough, or you're not big enough to rebound the ball, or big enough, you can box somebody out and they can still get the rebound over you. I mean,
guess what?
I mean,
that all works.
And tadpoles grow up and become frogs.
I'm just saying, it's no. I mean,
anything can happen on the basketball court.
No, dude. You're either good defender or you're not. Period.
I know you've been to a local YMCA. And I know you've seen these dudes 85 years old out here killing these young guys because they box them out, they sit on their knees, and they shoot 3-pointers. You know that's what they do. Basketball isn't all about skill all the time. Sometimes you're just a little bit smarter, you last a little bit longer.
I'm not saying you're not supposed to be smart, but to say that everybody should be able to be a great defender or a good defender, it's not true.
Listen,
it's not true.
You should be passive.
There's a few things.
There's always going to be.
This is what I believe.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
It's just like other people. It's just like because some people are not going to be great shooters. I don't care. I don't care who you. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much you practice. You're not going to be Steph Curry because you just don't have that skill set. I don't care.
You could be.
No.
You could be a serviceable shooter.
Exactly.
I know dudes
you should not be the victim.
Listen, man.
Why is the 4-time defensive player of the year a victim every playoffs? Every year. You don't think there's something to that? You don't think there's something he's not working on? You think there's something there? You can.
There are guys that I've watched started in the NBA that could not shoot, and by the time they finished in the NBA, they could shoot. They had a shot. They got to a spot. Listen, Karl Malone couldn't shoot a lick when he first got in the league. By the time he got out, he could. Michael Jordan was not a good shooter when he got in the league. By his 5th year, he was. What I'm saying is, you can work to do that.
You can improve, but we can't just decide. Luka's not playing defense, man. He just doesn't play defense.
Listen, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable, right? It's not acceptable because you want to tell me he's a great player. You can't be a great player if you don't do everything in the game. Period. In the story. If you don't play defense, you can't be a great player, Ryan.
What are you talking about?
You can be a great offensive guy. You can be a great scorer, but you're not a great player.
Okay.
It's impossible because you know what players do? They play the whole game. Now, let's get it popping. If we want to get it popping, I got my glove, right? Your boy Luka is not in shape. Has not been in shape. Everybody in the league says it about everyone else. Some dudes drop a little something here and there, but no one hits Luka with the yo, dog, you need to lose some fucking weight.
That's a fact.
He need to get his fat ass on that treadmill.
And then maybe you could play better defense. Maybe you could defensive slide and get in front of someone.
Because we would say it
maybe you could jump a little higher and box out.
We would say it about
because
Zion Williamson.
Weight off your body adds to all of those things.
We said it about Harden when he ate his way out of Houston.
Listen, right, but what I'm saying is there's different ways to play defense. For one, Harden, for example, he can't guard you sitting down and stay in front of you, but he's a great post defender. He was one of the best always been one of the best post defenders. Always got deflections. And people say he never played defense.
What's Luka's thing? What's Luka's thing then? Is he a good post defender? Is he good outside defender? He's not a good
defender. Stop trying to make him one.
Oh, that's my point. Then you can't play on my team.
Well, we know he's Kev, what is it? The BPS? I didn't even know there was such a stat. Blow past. Blow past that. Yo, ESPN credits
how
to ESPN.
How are you going to be a teammate to the other 4 guys out there playing if you don't play defense, right?
Well, no, D, you're playing 5-on-4.
And you're going to win the championship doing that?
You understand this thing called team defense, right?
I got that part.
Okay,
so what I'm saying to you is,
it's not one individual on an island by himself that's playing defense. It's team defense.
I got you, and I learned something.
So hold on, real quick, DA. How come since they made the trades, the Dallas was the best defensive team when they made all the trades this year? They were the number 1 defensive rated team, and Luka was playing all those minutes.
Yeah, but guess what happens, right? And I learned this from my man Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, this blew my mind. He said, "You know why
They're
don't
attacking him?
You know why you don't attack? No. You know why you should never attack the worst defensive player on the team? Because that team is set up for you to do that and get funneled into the trap. The problem with Luka is when you're going against guys your height, your speed, your strength, you don't have another trick to get off. So you take all these shots, you score 30-something points, 20-something points. It's not an efficient game. You don't have any assists. This happened, that happens, right? So your offensive offs, you don't like what the refs did. So now your body language is bad, and now you're not playing any defense. What I'm saying to you, Ryan, is if you listen to all the things I said, all things I said were things that did not, could be changed in your mind. You could still, they would not impact you playing defense. Right? Dennis Rodman, believe it or not, folks, averaged 30 points a game in college in his little school. He played defense, didn't try to score shit. So it's all up to what you want to do. And listen, my point is this. Dudes in the league have said it, and I'm gonna be mute on this. Dudes in the league have said it. People on the sidelines have said it. Dog, if Luka just got into shape, like he wanted to be a great player, because we throw that word around a lot, and he's not a great player if you can't do everything. Larry Bird, his unathletic self, in his day, played defense. He got steals. He jumped out of bounds for balls. He had blocks, and he was an excellent rebounder, both offensively and defensively. And him and Luka are the same size.
Wait, same size as what?
Larry Bird's 6'9", Luka 6'8".
Yeah, but they're not the same. They're not the same size. They're the same height, not the same size. It's 2 different things.
Larry Bird's probably bigger than him. He's in worse shape. They didn't lift weights and shit back then. Niggas were smoking cigarettes in the 80s.
Larry Bird was skinny. Larry Bird wasn't. We just said like Luka has to lose weight, and now him and Larry Bird are the same size.
Yo, Larry Bird was not the picture of he wasn't
Larry Bird, but he wasn't fat.
No, he wasn't fat. and to my point, so maybe if he was like Larry Bird and not so fucking fat, he could play some goddamn defense.
We must. Ryan, go ahead and make your point.
Yeah. All I'm saying, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a learning experience. This is first time in the finals. You know what I'm saying? You can learn from it and get better. But all I'm saying is you can't keep saying it's my bad, and you're the best player.
Facts.
Can't keep saying that.
We got to stop saying that, they'll get back. Because we just explained what the West looked like
No,
there's no guarantees.
Ain't no guarantee you getting back. I said that last. There's too many good teams out there, and these guys are young. Everybody's trying to get their shot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Ryan, your thoughts on Kyrie Irving's play?
Well, he was a non-factor in games 1 and 2. I thought he played great last night.
Last night,
and,
yes.
Sorry about that, fellas. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Sorry, guys.
Mike said you got a flip phone. Ryan, what you working with? Tony Stark. What you got there, Tony?
My bad. But I thought Kyrie played well. He came out, aggressive. He did. He made some threes. When Luka fouled out, he made some good plays. He made a couple of shots. It's just that Boston just overwhelmed them. You know what I'm saying? When Luka came out the game, but I don't think Kyrie was the issue last night. I thought Kyrie played well. They just missed a golden opportunity to capitalize on Kyrie's game 3. And like Mike Mills said, other players got to show up. Let's be honest. In all these other series, PJ Washington's been balling. Derek Lively's been balling. Airplane Mode was balling. It seemed like Dallas was just pushing all the right buttons and everybody was contributing. You know what I'm saying? So right now it's they're being overwhelmed. I think the length of Boston is kind of giving them trouble, especially with Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody who guards Kyrie is
bigger.
Is what?
Move
their feet. You know what I'm saying? Like
defense.
They're aggressive.
Oh yeah.
So when they were playing, Denver, Minnesota, you had Conley on him sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is
exactly. He can. They're almost the same height. He can probably shoot over Conley, but now, and this is what makes Boston so tough, man. Like the wings, backcourt and the wings, Tatum and Brown don't have to guard those guys because you have Drew and you have White who are doing all the dirty work on the defensive end. Now, they can play defense at times, but there's not that pressure on them to have to guard those other key players. So, and then in games 1 and games 2, Porzingis balled out. So it's just been the perfect storm. And but we saw Boston will let you back in the game. They did. Dallas cut it to 1, and then
that was it.
Luka fouled out, and he has to be smart. Luka has to be smart.
With 4 minutes left, and then it was within 3.
Have to be smart.
So,
20.
You got 5 fouls. You know what I'm saying? Mike Mills, it was a bang play. You know what I'm saying? But I don't blame them for calling a foul. You know what I'm saying? Because
going to be the star of the show.
No, but you have to call something at that point. They both fell down. It has to be a call. You know what I'm saying? To call the floor.
Yeah. Brown sold it.
No, of course, and that's smart on Brown's part. You're supposed to sell it.
Feet were not totally set. So
but they do say, to Mike Mills' point, they do say as long as you have one foot that's set, you can still slide the other one as long as one is set. But I did think he kind of like not hip checked him to a point, but he kind of impeded his progress a little bit, and then and that's when that's when Brown sold it. But
he wasn't flat across him. He was on an angle.
Right, exactly.
That was the problem.
Exactly. So, but with five fouls, you can't put yourself in that position to get kicked out the game, or to be foul out the game. Mm-hmm. So it's a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? I see Dallas winning game 4, and then you go from there. So, but to Mike Mills' point, the other role players got to step up. They got to step up.
Definitely. So you guys are saying no sweep, gentleman sweep, pretty much.
I don't know. I think somebody closed it out. Friday tomorrow night.
Yo, Boston definitely got that experience eye of the Tiger shit. Like they know what to do.
Yeah, I think they close it out tomorrow.
Like, when you look at them, there is no panic on them dudes.
None.
And they about due, man. How many times they've been?
Because they've been there. They've been there. They went to exactly. They went to the championship 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm not mad about that. I'm just saying.
And had a 2-1 lead. So yeah. So
I mean, even up 21 and losing the lead. Well, not even losing the lead, but dwindling down. They still stayed. You know, they stayed poised and they
were composed.
They're composed. Jaylen Brown came down, pump fake, and hit that shot. Man, that was a wrap. You know. So
now, like Mike says,
I don't see them scared at all. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, D.
No, I'm good.
I was just saying because of their style, they do play with their food, right?
Right.
But if they just took all of the, and this is just math is mathing again. If they took the 46 3-pointers that they took
and go inside
and made them,
they
only made 18 of them.
Yeah.
That's 156 fucking points in 3-pointers that they took in the game.
I was annoyed by that, to be honest.
If they just had gone to the basket,
that's
got layups and dunks because they were there.
Yeah.
No, just don't swing it around the horn because you can.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes somebody got to catch it and see an angle and go dunk the ball on someone.
Mm-hmm.
Dribble the ball. And these games would be blowouts if they did that.
And to their credit, they've been doing that in the playoffs. They've been doing that. Like Brown attacks the rim. They take a lot of threes. That's just what they do. They take a lot of threes. But Brown and Tatum attacks the rim. So they're just on one right now. Yeah, their confidence is high, and they've been the best team. They've been the best team all season.
Yeah,
and not only that, everybody said, well, they're in the East. Yeah, but they also have like a winning record against the West.
Yeah,
like a very, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
impressive.
An impressive record. Yeah,
let's not disrespect the East because everybody doesn't have a stellar record in the East. Sometimes that's because it's the gauntlet, and you got to go through some hard shit to get out of it.
The East is food every year.
The East ain't no East, bro.
This might be the first time in years that the East has the clear-cut best team.
Yeah, but but you also lost Philly and Milwaukee early because of injuries in the playoffs.
We lost Milwaukee not from injuries. We lost Milwaukee from Doc Rivers.
Don't start.
Not Doc Rivers. We lost Milwaukee from Glenn Rivers. Glenny boy.
Hey, Glenn, we trust.
Yeah. We lost Milwaukee when they were 30-13. That's when we knew.
Yeah, ain't no Glenn. Yeah, boy. I
Florida's
wonder what that dude's doing. Had that job.
Mm.
Coach. Hey, look at him from the beginning. Oh, I'm sorry.
Shout out to all those folks in the comments. We got my folks. We got Dissecting from East Coast Gridiron. He's checking in. E checking in. Yeah, E. I saw that Florida scored one. They're up 1-0, but with 1:40 left. And guess how they did it, Ryan? On the power play.
That means like they up like 3 goals. So that's Edmonton. I'll see y'all later, bro. Yeah.
So Edmonton's up. That game is they're just transitioning to the second period here in a little bit. Like I said, shout out to all those in the comments, all those on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that. Hey, but we got one more thing to just talk about, Ryan, real quick. Well, not real quick, because we've been averaging 2 hours the last couple of shows. Ryan, WNBA, what you got for us? Caitlin Clark, she didn't make the Olympic team. We've been going back and forth in the chat. Your thoughts?
Rightfully so. I mean, is she deserving to make the team? I'm not saying she's not deserving of it. She's one of the alternates, so obviously she's deserving. But there's just the 12 women that's more deserving on just play. I'm not talking about the other stuff where it comes to marketing and all that stuff, because the Olympics don't care about that. The Olympics been here since how long?
Yeah.
Since how long? How long has the Olympics been here? And the Olympics is not going anywhere. Okay, the people who are pissed is a network who's carrying the Olympics. The Olympic people are not pissed. The Olympic people got their 12 best players. So it has nothing to do with the WNBA. WNBA doesn't control who plays on the Olympic team. All right, and not only that, right? Like, she can finally get some rest, bro. She's been playing, you know what I'm saying? And that was another reason why she didn't make the team is because they have the tryouts, but and kudos to her, she got her team Iowa to the Final Four, so she couldn't participate in the tryouts. Yeah. All right, and yes, the women's Olympic team has won 7 straight gold medals, correct? Mm-hmm. But in this past World Games, they had to have a buzzer beater, right? To win a game. So the gap is closing because why? If you see the WNBA now, it's a lot. It's a lot of international players playing, and like we know, a lot of WNBA stars go overseas to play. So it's not about growing the game internationally. They already know those women. They all play international ball. So would it been good for the network? Yes, it would have been great for the network. But it's not going to impact the WNBA per se. It's 2 different entities. So it's the Olympics. It's fun. It's gonna be better for her where she can get some rest, and also too, the WNBA was trying to capitalize on her success and her eyes bringing to the networks and to the WNBA because she played the most games. The Indiana Fever played the most games to start the season. Why? Because they wanted to capitalize it from the jump. So let's get her team out, on the forefront. Let her play the most games. It could have backfired because she probably been tired. It's not shocking that her best game came after she had 4 days rest, and she had the best game. Yeah. And they beat the Chicago Sky. They beat Angel Reese. Yeah. So listen, she's going to have plenty of opportunities to make the team again. All the women that made the team are like, I want to say 25 and over. So now you have 20, 25, 26. You know what I'm saying? They've all been playing together. They only have 7. They're only going to have 7 days of practice with each other. So I think it was a familiarity with the players. And again, she did not compete in the tryouts. That's huge, guys. Like I said, if it had something to do with the WNBA, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going to make the All-Star team in the WNBA. She's going to make that. I'm saying because that's going to give ratings to the WNBA. The Olympics.
That's fan votes, ain't it?
Huh?
That's fan votes, right?
For the starters.
Yeah. So
for the starters, yeah. So but even if she doesn't start, she deserved to make it as a reserve. Because she's not playing bad. She's doing just fine.
Playing bad. She ain't Olympic good. She not top 12 in the league.
Correct.
So,
correct.
What
exactly.
are we talking about?
Right. Exactly, Mike Mills. Now, if it was a WNBA setting and you saying, "Hey, you're hurting our viewership," cool. Put her on the team, whatever. Cool. The viewership for the WNBA and the Olympics is 2 different things. And remember, we was having this conversation earlier, Kev. Remember, the Olympics was all about not having professionals. The collegians was always going there. The reason why they had a dream team is because US was losing.
Yeah, we was getting our ass kicked. You're right.
You're right. Right.
And even we've had a few dream teams lose.
Exactly. So. We had a few professionally. The Redeem team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen. We just they just came in what? 4th place in the World Championships. Canada with Dylan Brooks beat them in the bronze game. Germany. Germany won the gold in the World's game.
Mike,
well, we send our fake team to the World Championship.
Yeah, but still, there's still NBA players, bro. Ain't no fake
Me
team.
and you are on the World Championship. Man.
Don't go there because Brunson was on there. Bridges was on there. All them dudes was on there. So
and where they at now? And where are they on that team?
I'm just saying, right? But all right. Okay, it might be worse because now you got a bunch of old people. The man y'all love the most is on that team.
Boy. Yeah, boy.
Mm-hmm. The man y'all love the most is on that team.
He forced his way.
I mean, he's still better than half them dudes on the other teams. What are we talking about?
I'm just saying it's not a foregone conclusion that because we're sending these older guys, they're gonna win. Listen, Joker didn't even play, and his team won the silver. And Joker, their best player, didn't even play. What are they gonna do with Joker over there on that team? Listen, I don't know if you saw Canada's team. Canada's team is pretty nice too.
Oh, you talking about the men's
side.
Now I'm gonna say this: when this start and Team USA fumbles one like they always do, and then they go beat everybody 90 by 90, are we gonna say it's not a foregone conclusion again?
On the men's side,
what happens every 4 years?
No, on the men's side, nah. I don't think they're gonna dominate like they did before.
I just look. Kawhi Leonard is on this team. Is he gonna play?
Right.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yo, if you can't play 82
that's why
games,
he set the playoffs.
If you can't,
there you go.
Nah, I'm not going for this, man.
Listen. How Kawhi make it? Say I was sitting out for the Olympics.
I mean, I'll just going by alphabetical. Bam Adebayo, he's on there. Devin Booker, Stephon Curry, he's on there. Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton.
They're so small, bro.
LeBron James, Kawhi, Jason Tatum.
Let me tell you something.
That Canada team is nice, though.
Let me tell you something. These teams are huge, bro.
Yo, this
if Embiid can't play,
he got that Bell's palsy going on where he can't.
If Embiid can't play,
that ain't gonna be no. That's not gonna be no.
When Curry get to shimmying and Harlem shaking, I want to see what them foreign dudes do with that because they ain't never seen that. They ain't never seen no flamethrower like that.
A lot of them play in the league.
Yeah,
and
Mike.
they can't guard it there. Guard it here.
What are you talking about?
Nah, Mike. I don't know. It might be a little bit different. I don't think it's like USA is here, and I don't think. Yo, there's other countries is hovering right around.
Let me tell you. You want to know what the starting backcourt is for Team Canada? It's Shai Gilgeous and Murray. Good luck with that.
They good with guarding Curry, or do they have somebody else guard him? Because we know how the NBA defense works.
Well, is Curry gonna guard them?
We don't put him in the corner. That's what he's there for.
Now let's put him in the corner. We just had an argument. We just had an argument that you can't be a great player without playing defense. That's what we just argued.
Now I'm gonna deflate your bubble because listen. All right. So how many years did the Warriors win championships and go to championships straight, right?
Because they played team defense.
Because they put Curry on the off-ball guy, let Clay guard the ball, and Curry shot the gap. He actually tried on defense.
That's against
doing that.
That's against a team that what in these settings, what off guard you gonna put Curry in on the Olympic team?
I'm pretty sure there's somebody on one of these Olympic teams. I'm sure there's a guy on the Olympic team that just shoot. You know it. Stop it. Put Curry on him, and then we let him do what he wants on offense. Listen, there's certain stuff.
You can't have it both ways, man.
That you see on TV. There's a reason why everybody wants to go to the NBA. Everybody does not want to play in the Euro basket. They don't want to play in the FIBAs. They don't want to play for these teams. They all strive to get here. So now we about to send this team over, and they about to win like they always do.
Listen. We just sent Brunson over there. We sent all these other guys over there, and they got mollywopped. And that's Brunson, who's an MVP, who y'all been praising Brunson the whole season, MVP candidate, all this and all that. Now he's not good enough.
That's my man. I didn't say that. Brunson's my man. I don't care what you say.
No, Brunson. Mike Mills,
MVP candidate.
Mike Mills. That was 5 years ago. That's 5 years ago. Yes, Curry right here. Brunson right here for a career. Not now. Not now.
Yeah,
it's like
still better than Brunson. Curry's still better than Brunson.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying, but it's not here. It's not a big gap. Have we just not see what Brunson just did?
Jalen Brunson was in my favorite college. I seen him win 2 championships. I knew I knew this was possible. But again, he's not better than Stephen Curry. I don't care how much I watch him play.
Mike Mills, you're missing my point. My point is that I'm not saying he's not better. You just said the gap is like this, and it's not anymore. The gap was like this 5 years ago, yeah, but now the gap is like this. I mean, what we talking about here? What we talking about? I mean, that's 5 years ago. Okay, 2 years ago since he won the championship and he balled out against a young Boston team. 2 years ago,
it went from 5 to 2. Okay,
I corrected myself, but you can't hype up Brunson like we just did this whole playoffs. This whole oh my God, he had all these injuries and he single-handedly did all this and did all that, and now he's not good enough to go and win a freaking gold medal in the damn World Games. Give me a break.
2 questions. All right, first question. Do we traditionally send our best team to the World Cup?
No.
Second question. Do other teams traditionally send their best team to the World Cup?
Okay. Yeah. No. Third question for you. No. Okay. I said yes. Third question for you. Has the world caught up?
No, not yet.
The world hasn't caught up?
A couple guys have caught up. As a team, have they caught up? No. They got guys that have caught up. They don't have whole teams that caught up. Else it would be whole teams like that built over here.
I don't know, Mike. I disagree with that.
Man.
If you put the best foreign team of all the foreign countries together to play the best USA team, absolutely. But there's no one nation that has that many players as good as us. They might have a couple pieces. I think so. But do they have whole teams? 1 through 5? Absolutely not.
You're right as far as names and talent, but these teams play together, Mike. They play together. These teams are just coming together and forming a dream team. It's not. This is not 1992. It's not. It's not. They're gonna just blow everybody up by 40 points. It's been going on. We've been seeing it.
Shout out to Marlon. Marlon, I agree with Marlon. Marlon said the gap has closed, but the USA is better.
Of course.
I got love for all the foreign shooters, from Stojakovic all the way to Bogdanovic, but they're not messing with the US. I'm sorry.
Stojakovic.
Bro, they mess with them every year. Even in the last Olympics, it was close. What are we talking about?
I'm gonna let DA get his last say, and then we're gonna go.
Hey, I understand, man. Listen, it's getting closer. Mm-hmm. There is no one country with as many guys as we have at all. Mm-hmm. We have a bigger country and more, it's more of a national pastime here. But the rate of speed in which other countries are catching up is scary, because you think Africa, right, which is probably double the size of the United States, with the athletic freaks that come out of there, if they get the right training, I think in another 5-10 years, it's going to be hard to hold them back at all, because you're just scratching the surface of the talent, just because of the size of that continent. There are great European teams and guys coming out of Europe playing. So I think we're getting better on both sides. I think our skill level is not where their skill level is. And that's why they're going to catch us very soon. Very soon. Because they do it the academy way.
Right, but also Olympic play is super physical more than the NBA.
Yeah.
And these Olympic teams are gigantic, bro. That's why they had to go and get Embiid.
I think the biggest problem with America and the Olympics is kind of what you guys alluded to. And then I'm going to go on this note. Other teams, I'm not saying we don't take it seriously, but we have professional athletes that get paid a lot of money. It's a great trip and it's cool and all the rest of that. But the reality is that, we don't care as much per se as other countries care to win anything, because they, we making the money, man. We good. They're pros. So I kind of think that, other countries care about winning more and knocking the USA off.
I mean,
they go a lot harder in the Olympics. So
of course, because the USA wins on talent. They put, just like we said. No, I'm not arguing that the US don't have the best talent as far as a team goes. But
I agree.
But I mean, for instance, they had to go and get Embiid. Embiid was supposed to play for France. You know what that front line would have been? It would have been Gobert at the 5, Embiid at the 4, and Wemby at the 3.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, oh no, Embiid's gonna play for US. All of a sudden.
Oh yeah. Hey. Well. It's what it is. But fellas, I love you. And I'm going to bed, Kev.
All right, that's the DA's part of the shot. Thank you, DA. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I gotta get up early, fellas. Enjoy.
Right, man. Take care.
D-Dubs,
what scored the hockey game?
It's still 1-0. Florida, 19 minutes. They just started the second period. Hey man, great show, man. Great show. Shout out to Ryan, man. Always with his high energy.
Sorry for yelling.
No, it's all fine. I don't even know how we got on the USA basketball team, but hey, it's what it is. Pause shots real quick. I'm gonna give it to Mike Mills. Mike Mills, what you got for us before we get out of here, man?
Shout outs to the shout outs. Shout out everybody watching. Shout out everybody tuning in. Shout out Takistan. We still number 1. And
we are number 1 in Takistan. Yes.
Shout out to Takistan. We still number 1. And
that's awesome.
That's about it. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next week. We be back.
Oh man. Hey, Tally Red's in here. Shout out to my man. Yeah, Marlon's in here. Appreciate
Marlon in there.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you. I appreciate that. Who was
shout out Tally Red. Shout out my brother Tally Red.
I just said Marcus, man. Tally Red. Sorry,
I didn't see the comment. Listen, I had to go. Yeah,
he said shout out me. And so shout out to Marcus, man. Marcus is one of our photographers and a friend of the family, Mike Mills, dude from day one. So shout out to Marcus, man. All the other folks that's in the comments we had here. Miss Harden was in here. Like I said, Dante from East Coast Gridiron. Appreciate you, Marlon, man. Thank you, man. We had the Angry One, a couple other folks. Debbie, thank you so much. We got Ryan with your party shots, bro. Before we get out here, what you got, man?
Nah, man. Just thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you guys for having me. As always, consistency, right? Consistency. You guys are always here every Thursday, man, and it's happy to be here with you guys. Y'all take care.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate that. Definitely, we try to be here for the folks because people want to hear some good sports banter and talk. We definitely had it today. DA was trying to bait Ryan early. Ryan was like, no. I'm not going to go into that. I thought that was really DA was like, I'm going to get this defense on Ryan. I said, yo, bro, just let Ryan cook, man. Let him cook, man. So, but I appreciate each and one of you guys, man. Party shots, nothing real special for me. Thank you again for everybody that's watching and listening to the sound of my voice on the YouTube side, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, what else? Twitter, X, all that stuff on the podcasting side, man. Thank you for that 5-star review. And hey, man, we're gonna keep on making this work, make it do what it do. We love what we do, and I appreciate the fellas, man. So listen, I'm not gonna belabor the point. We're gonna get on out of here, man. On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren for Ryan DeSouza, our NBA, WNBA contributor and insider for Mike Mills, man. Mike Millie, for the DA who just signed off, for D-Dubs who just, I don't know what happened to his computer again.
He was in the Matrix.
Yeah, we got to get his computer fixed. I don't know what's going on, man. 3 weeks in a row, he just freezes up, man. I don't know, man. For the angry one in his absence, but in the comments, shout out to E. Thank you so much. For Dan, the hockey dude, man. Shout out to Dan. Like I said, Dan we'll be probably doing something this weekend with Dan when it comes to the Stanley Cup Finals, man. But yo, I'm Kevin O'Warren, your host and moderator. This is the Sports Chasers podcast. Be good, be great. Have an awesome and fantastic weekend. All my peoples in South Florida, stay dry, man. Y'all be easy. Peace.
Happy Father's Day.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.